the biggest regret I'm gonna have is, what's good, y'all? Dante, back with another video. Today I wanted to bring something up and talk to y'all and give y'all a bit of motivation and something that you need to hear. If you're watching this, 9 times out of 10 you need to hear this, and that is that you got to stop wasting time. All right, we all wasting time in some way, shape, or form, and you know, me myself, I waste a lot of time. There's a lot of things that I do that's not wasting time in terms of handling the business that I need to handle and taking care of the things I need to take care of. But there's a lot of time that I waste, and even more time that I see other people wasting. And I'm here to tell you that you got to stop. I got to stop. We all got to stop. You know, the biggest regret I'm gonna have is getting to a certain age and looking back and saying, I shoulda, coulda, woulda. I could have been this. You know, if I would have done this, I would have got this far. I would be here by now. And to me, that is the biggest motivator, is knowing that one day I'm gonna be 45, 50, 60, you know, Lord willing, I get to those ages, and I'm gonna look back and say, I could have been posting videos this whole time. I could have been working on my business this whole time. I could have been improving myself. I could have been 30 in the best shape of my life. I could have been 35 in the best shape of my life, improving myself. I could be a in shape, healthy, top tier looking 50-year-old to where I look like I'm 25. I could be that. But we waste a lot of our time falling into the traps that's set for us. You know, we fall into the traps of constantly consuming media, always on social media, scrolling mindlessly. Next day comes and we've learned nothing. You know, that time that we spent scrolling on social media is gone. We could have been learning a new skill. We could have been improving ourselves, becoming the best version of ourselves possible, discovering something, meeting people, doing things. And it's knowing that drives me. And that's what I want to share with y'all and give y'all, that I'm sure, as y'all know, and it sounds so basic, but the next day is going to come. Tomorrow is going to come, right? 5 years from now is going to come. Time doesn't stop for anybody. So for you to let months and years go by of you talking about how you're going to get in shape, or how you're going to start a business, or that clothing line that you want to start, or going after your passions, desires, instead of doing that, you wasting time playing the game all day, right? You so worried about the next 2K that's coming out, or the next big game that's coming out, or the next time waster that's coming out, that you end up in a repetitive cycle of wasting the precious time that you have, right? Wasting our times eating trash food, feeling bad after, right? We get that instant dopamine hit, we get that quick dopamine rush, and then what do we have left after that? We left depressed, having anxiety. You know, we don't want to go outside, we don't want to be seen. And I'm sharing this with y'all because this is stuff that I've experienced, right? I was out of shape, you know, for the vast majority of my life, just indulging in constant degenerative things that was leaving me feeling unfulfilled. You know, I could sit down and binge episodes on episodes of a TV series or Netflix series, you know, eating pizza, candy, all of that trash, feeling okay, feeling good in the moment. But then when it's all said and done, I feel terrible. And I'm looking back 2 or 3 months later, or 2 or 3 months after I did all of that, and I'm like, man, You know, had I been eating healthy this time, getting my cardio in, you know, working out for however long, working out for this week, these couple months, you know, summertime rolls around, I could have been in shape. You know, spring break rolls around, summer rolls around, and you could have a six-pack, you know. But we fall in line with wasting time. And, you know, it's really sad. That's what I really want to kind of give to y'all and share to y'all, is that, you know, we got to stop wasting time. We got to stop doing this to ourselves and then looking back in the past and thinking about how far we could have come. This is why I'm doing this now, is because I know 10 years from now, I'm going to be so glad that I started this. I know 6 months from now, I'm going to be so glad that I started this. And I'm going to look back and be like, man, you know, I could have waited until I felt like it was a perfect time to go ahead and get started. Until I felt like, you know, this is the right time. The right time is now. The right time is now for everything. We're waiting on a day to get started. We're waiting on Monday. You know, we're waiting on Sunday for a fresh new week to get started. But the next day isn't promised. For us at least. The next day is gonna come, but it's not promised for us. So, for us to constantly be in that cycle of harming ourselves, harming our bodies, or not going after the things that we desire, and then looking back and being like, oh, you know, telling everybody that, you know, we could have got somewhere, or this is where we should be, or this is where we would be at. You know, that's doing nothing but just making you more and more depressed. Why not just take advantage of this present moment that we're granted and go after what it is that we desire? Go after what it is that we know that we can do and become. You know, and not worry about the next person and what they got going on, because that's something that happens. You're so worried, you looking around, you looking at everybody else and what they doing, and these are the same people that's gonna hold and drag you back and hold you down. You know, you so concerned with the small group of people that's around you right now, to where, you know, they're kind of whispering in your ear, you know, the people that you know, the people that you don't know, like, oh, here he go, you know, he wanna do this, he wanna record, and he wanna be a vlogger, he wanna, you know, pick up the microphone. Bro, like, do what it is that you're passionate about. I'm on here with the goal of inspiring and motivating as many people as I possibly can. If I can come on here and motivate one person, 10 people to change their lives, man, I did what I had to do. You know, because here's something that's real big, is that none of us knows truly what it is that happens to all of us at the end of the day. Nobody really knows, you know? So we fall in line with what everybody else is doing, what everybody else is concerned with, so much so that we don't go after what we know deep down in our hearts and within us that we can do and accomplish. We gotta stop wasting time, man. You're hearing this for a reason. Like I said, it might be fitness. You might be trying to get in the best shape of your life. You might feel like, oh, you know, it's gonna take too long. It's gonna take a year for me to get into the best shape of my life. That year is gonna come regardless. Those next days are gonna come regardless. That next week is gonna come regardless. Right? So why not do the steps that it takes and that we know that we can do and accomplish to become and do what we know that we can do, rather than fall into that same cycle of looking back and feeling sorry for ourselves because we didn't know and do the steps that we know it takes. You know what it takes. Whoever's watching this, you know what it takes for you to accomplish your goals. Whether you know exactly what it is, whether you know the basic steps, whatever it is, you have a general idea of what it is that you need to do to accomplish whatever goal that you have. For your business, you know that you got to save some money. You know that you got to establish a solid plan, get you some investors, maybe think of some advertisement ideas, some video ideas, purchase some camera equipment, and then do the steps that it takes every single day. Whatever that formula or plan looks like for you specifically, you got to do and work on that. Right? But instead, we worried about what's out of our control instead of what we can control, which is the moment that we have right now. I could say, man, I want to get in shape. What can I do right now about that? I could go on a run right now, burn me off 400, 500 calories. Wake up tomorrow, eat less, eat healthy, eat the right things, eat fruit, drink water, right? Track my macronutrients, get on a fitness plan, formulate a workout schedule. Boom, that's how you do it. But the hard part for us comes in is when we actually have to do those things, when we actually have to do the day by day. Right, that becomes the hard part, is actually doing the steps that it takes for us to get there. And I'm sure you are somebody right now that is looking or wishes that you were somewhere else or doing something else. You look at the life that somebody else has and you thinking that, oh, you know, I can't do that, or I can't do what I want to do similar to that, or follow my own path and decision and dreams that I got for myself. You think that you can't do that because you see them there enjoying the fruits of their labor, but you didn't see the long nights that they went through. You didn't see none of that. Right? So that's why this is a message for you. Whoever's watching this, I want you to really sit, take some time and reflect, right? Turn the music off, turn the show off, right? Cut out the noise. You know, you might have to separate yourself. You might have to surround yourself with the correct people, the right people that's gonna push you and be like, hey, you know, I believe in you and I know that you could do it. And that's the biggest thing, is believing in yourself and knowing that you can do it, and then doing what it takes every day to get there. That's all it is knowing that you can and then going after it. If I listen to what everybody else told me my whole life, man, I'd still be 60, 70 pounds overweight. Maybe even more by this point if I really just sat and listened to what everybody else was saying. But instead, I saw a vision for myself. I saw that and knew that I could go after more and become more and achieve more, right? And get into the best shape of my life. I knew that I could do that, right? So much so that after you do it, people are gonna come into your life and look around and be like, oh, that dude Dante or whoever, so-and-so, went and changed their life. Oh, they must have did this. They must have been on steroids. They must have went to the doctor and did whatever treatment that they needed to lose the weight. You know, they didn't put the time in. It looks like it's overnight. It looks like you didn't have to work for it. And the people will envy you because of that. But at the same time, all you gotta do is cut out that noise, right? You just gotta cut that noise out, because at the end of the day, that's all it is noise. Somebody's opinions of you, of whether or not you could do something, serves to be nothing more but just an opinion. The only opinion that matters is the opinion that you have of yourself, of whether or not you could do something. So that's my message to y'all, is set your sights on something for more in this life. Don't just settle and become okay with where you at right now. Because when it's all said and done, and it's our time to move on from this life, you're gonna look back and say, I fell in line. I did what everybody else does. I settled and I was okay with just going to school, or even not going to school, working a 9 to 5, you know, doing the basic stuff to just have a regular life. But I'm gonna tell you this, I desire everything more. A regular life is cool. I've seen everybody around me living regular lives. Family members, you know, just living regular lives, and that's cool. You know, if that's what you desire, enjoy that. Enjoy the people that's around you. Enjoy that environment. Enjoy just that time of being alive. But for those of us that want more and that want everything that life has to offer, there comes a time when you realize you can't keep wasting your time. Because that's what it takes. It takes that discipline of knowing what to do with your time, and doing the steps that it takes to get to whatever goal it is that you set for yourself. So, like I said, this is a message for y'all to go after what it is that you desire. Cut out the noise. Forget the opinions, because that's all they're gonna do is serve as opinions and keep on weighing you down until 20 years pass and you now 20 years older, and you look back and say, I could have been this 20 years ago. All right. So that's all I got for y'all. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Share with somebody who needs to hear this message. And that's it. Catch y'all in the next video.